Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Friendster, Princess, SoundCloud, SoundClick, Aquarius, and Instagram. Yeah, killing all points spirituality. Uh, I want to preface it by saying, where there's a voice, there's a body, and I say that because a lot of stuff is happening in the world where uh, spirits are controlling the atmosphere of the day. And you hear like a lot of it is in our music. I was just watching World Star Hip Hop. I watch World Star Hip Hop all the time because I get a lot of information from it. I keep up with the youngins like that, and but I listen to like one of their songs, and I usually don't listen to the music because it's so negative. And the guy on there was pointing a AR-15, and all through the video, it was just gunplay, just guns, 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 and and I really had to like think about like how like you're portraying killing somebody. It's almost called nothing else to talk about. And people live in very violent atmospheres. But there are examples like there's a young man also that was on World Star Hip Hop. He decided to stay away from it. He lives in Memphis. He decided, I want to stay away from all that. So he went out and sold papers since the age of 12. And then when he turned 18, he had enough money to pay off his whole college tuition. He said, I just stay away from the negativity. And see, the spirit that guides the music today is a very dangerous go out and kill everybody spirit. And it's especially among black people. And it's being galvanized by the media. And also in World Star, you saw a guy who looked up black teens, and it showed black teens mugshot. Then mugshots, and then he showed white teens, and it just three white teens, and it just showed them like chilling, happy and whatnot. See, the media is pushing this negativity, and we're so weak-minded. We, as in the black race, we're so weak-minded that we don't even see that they are twisting us. Look, there. I saw a video where a guy said in Chicago, he said there would be crates full of guns that would just show up in the hood. He said we don't even know where the guns came from. You would just be walking and there'd be a whole crate full of guns. He said, and he was a gangbanger, so he lived in a gangbanging area, and he realized that it was white people who were putting these guns in our neighborhoods so we can kill each other off. Black people, black people wasn't getting those guns. Like, we don't have airplanes. We're not bringing in these drugs and guns. And it's a spirit. Like, we see the reason why we're failing as a race, the reason why we're so divided is because we don't attack the spirit that's dividing us. We figure, well, you know what? They want to kill each other. Let them go out and kill each other. Now, there has been some people who are trying to change this. Like, there's been, I think is it in Chicago? I think it's in Chicago where they were paying the young uh, adults to stay off the street, not to retaliate in violence. And it's hard not to do that. Somebody kills your friend, you're like, I'm going after that ass. But they're paying them to stop the violence. And it's working. The violence is dropping. It's also in Detroit. I think they're doing that. And the violence is dropping. And because the money that's allocated to them is sufficient enough to where they can, eat, go pay a bill, relieve some of the stress of life that's on you because the job market, look, there are jobs out there, but the jobs that are out there are not enough to sustain. And that's the biggest problem. So we have to look at the spiritual element of everything that's happened to us and attack the spirit first. Turn off that negative music and turn off that what I call nigga music. You know, it's nigga this, nigga that, and nigga turn that off. Turn that off. Turn that off. Turn off these hoes ain't loyal. Turn off anything calling a woman a hoe. Anything calling a woman other than, you know, what she is a black woman. Look, not all women are queens. I'm not going to sit up here and say that because they ain't. Because these chicks are out here fighting each other. They're out here stabbing and killing people. I mean, you just had last year where a group, like 5 women, jumped this guy, beat him, robbed him, and killed him right outside an apartment complex. They straight robbed this dude and they just killed him. And look, these women are going through, you know, they're catching it bad too because, you know, women want to be, they want to be equal to men, but they're not equal to men. You're not even supposed to be equal to men. We all have our roles. You're not supposed to be out here, you know, beating up people and stuff like that. You're supposed to be nurturing our children. You know what I'm saying? But the spirit has got y'all all twisted ever since NWA came out with, you know, F this and F that. And, you know, then y'all got rid of, you know, Public Enemy who was telling you to fight the power. You know what I'm saying? When that all happened, the media set that up. That's why NWA became more popular, and now everything is nigga this, and I hate you that, and black people this, and all those guns y'all waving around. It's not like y'all going up into the people who actually oppressed you, and y'all threatening them. No, you're threatening your neighbor. You're not threatening the people who are doing you wrong. The people who are keeping you oppressed, the people who are putting drugs in your area. You're not, you guys are claiming to be drug dealers and badasses, but you're not really going after the problem. You are the problem. You know what I'm saying? And it's in your head. That spirit is in your head. That spirit is around you. Those voices in your head, go out and get him. Call her this, slap her, do this. Look, I don't have a problem with defending yourself. But when you're perpetuating it, it's different. That's a whole different. That's a different spirit. God wants you to defend yourself. Look, God does not want you to be. And for anybody who tells you that God just wants you to let somebody slap you and keep slapping you, God does not want you to do that. Because you read the book of, you read what Elijah was doing. You know, you read what David was doing. These guys wasn't no joke. You know what I'm saying? They was handling their business. There's a lot of people who fell by their hand and by the Holy Ghost. You know what I mean? Moses was no joke. Who slapped Moses? Nobody. Moses killed a man. So and Moses was from Nineveh. He killed a man from Nineveh. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of examples in the Bible where those prophets and preachers, they was taking those shorts. So don't let some goofy preacher tell you, oh, you should just let. No, if somebody comes at you, yo, defend yourself, but don't go out and perpetuate it. There's a difference. So, turn off all that negative music. Turn off your TV. Turn off all that negative on TV. Like get rid of it. Get it out your house. Bring the spirit of God back in the house. Bring that all back. I'm telling you, those spirits will leave you because you're listening to those voices, but you don't realize that those voices are connected to a body. And that body is a spiritual body, and it doesn't have to be a body that looks like you. That thing could be the most grotesque, the largest thing you ever saw. Look, spirits are not calm. They're not. They don't follow the rules of the earth that we do of the flesh. Spirits can be giants, huge, and they are destructive creatures. They're destructive, and they're after you. That's what they are. They want you. They want to live inside of you. They want you to destroy each other. There are good spirits and there are bad spirits. But I'm telling you, you keep giving yourself into these bad spirits and listen to what they say, and then finally you die. You're going to finally look at who was talking to you the whole time, and he's not your friend. They are not your friend. I'm just saying, we need to wake up. We need to be spiritually aware of what's going on because I have fallen victim to violence or sex and all that. I'm not telling you because I'm some type of high-minded. I'm telling you because I go through it, and I have to realize where there's a voice, there's a body. You wake up, you start hearing those voices, and those voices don't fall in line with the scriptures. That's someone, that's a physical being in your house, in your room, looking at you, telling you to do something. When he tells you to get up and turn on that violent music and nigga this and nigga that, I'm telling you, that being right there is not your friend. When he tells you to go in and do this violent act, or go in and, you know, do this act that's, a sin, or, whatever it is that we get up and do, or do in the middle of the night and think nobody sees us, that is a spirit talking to you. And you can talk back. That's the power of your voice. That spirit is on your frequency. You tell that spirit, no, not today. And you get with the word and you be like, thus saith the Lord. And you hit that spirit with thus saith the Lord, that spirit is going to change. He's going to be like, yo, not here. I can't do this here. I got to go. Because he don't want to hear thus saith the Lord. He don't want to see you worship the Lord. He don't want to see you call on the name of Jesus, Jehoshua, Yahweh, Yahshua. They don't want no part of that. They don't want no part of that. So I'm telling you, get your life together, get your spiritual life together. Call on the name of God. God is all powerful. It's your boy Tone 202. I'm out.